What's going on, everybody? You already know what it is. This is Sean Way with Church Music and Tech. Yeah, I just had to fix my mic. Sorry, y'all. But I wanted to show y'all something. I was going through some loops, and I wanted to show you guys something. A lot of people have asked the question. So I'm an advocate for the MPC Live. I've had the AKAI MPC 1000 was my first AKAI MPC. Then I moved up to the 2500, and now I have the AKAI MPC Live. There are a lot of things I like about this machine. It's a drop dead, like killer machine. I can't explain it all to you in this video, but I wanted to show you one simple function that I utilize a lot when I utilize the AKAI MPC. So sometimes you have this loop that you've made in your AKAI MPC, and maybe it's missing something, or there's something that you want to add to it. This is like kind of missing a feel. Sometimes I utilize Stylus Remix to make a loop. I utilize Logic Pro to make a loop, and I also utilize various other things. I mean, I utilize whatever I can get my hands on. I might even use live percussion. There are some things that I keep on deck just for occasions like that. But the real question is, so when I introduce this element into my loop, can I slow it down or speed it up? And I like the play start function on AKAI MPC. I like the way they hit, but I like the play start function because it starts you right on the downbeat. There are a lot of other things that I like with the AKAI MPC. That's why I utilize that as my main drum machine. Now, so how do I import these sounds into my AKAI MPC? Well, it's simple. You just import them into a flash drive and plug it into the back of your AKAI MPC. Like so, like that, right there, and you're all good. Now, that's the easy part, but how do I import this into my session? Well, it's pretty easy. I'm gonna show you. So what you wanna do, you wanna double click your menu button and go to the browse screen. You'll likely come up to this screen right here, and then just hit places. You'll hit whatever your flash drive is. Mine came from my Integra 7. And you go to wherever your sample is. My sample is already loaded, but let's say that I'm utilizing this Glory 113. So we'll load that, and then we'll go back to the main screen. Now you want to go to your main screen of your loop, and you'll go to audio, and then you'll go to audio edit. Now this is the very important part. This is the most important part. You want to make sure that you have the beats per minute of the loop that you put on the thumb drive and now imported into your AKAI MPC. You also want to make sure that it's trimmed down to the exact stop and start points so that you can adequately utilize that loop and it syncs up properly. So you want to make sure those two things are done. So once you do that, you get to this screen in the audio browser and just hit browse samples. It'll start somewhere. Now I know I imported the Glory 113 loop, but I'm not going to utilize that one for this one. There's one that's called KOG, and then it has the beats per minute after it. So that's the one that I'm going to use for this particular situation because it matches this track. So, all right, there we go. We'll do it. Now, what you want to do is you want to click on the sample, make sure that the start point is at the very beginning, okay? Then you click on this arrow right here, click on the sample, and then click warp. Now, you want to make sure that this is correct. If this is not correct, it's not going to do right. Now, if you see there's some more space right here that's open, all I'm going to do, I'm going to click that, and I'm going to click duplicate because if it goes 4 bars, then it's going to leave 2 bars out and it's not going to play. You don't want that to happen. So then, for now, I'm going to mute this track so you can hear. So let's hear it without the supplement there. This is not a bad track. Has a nice groove to it. All right, now let's hear the supplement by itself. All right, let's hear it all together. Sounds a whole lot better, doesn't it? I'll show you another area this is key in. So let's say the song starts out smooth, and this is a good loop that you can use with the beginning of it. But let's say that you want to add something else. You want to add something different to the song once it gets to a high point. So I'll tell you what, let's go back. Let's reload this loop. All right. And then we'll go back to the audio track. We'll go back to the edit screen. We'll make sure that that's at the beginning. Then I have another sample that adds a little bit more of a vibe. So we'll do the same thing. We'll click on this arrow. We'll click on the sample. We'll click warp. And we will also duplicate that. And let's hear the sample without the rest of the track. Okay, and let's hear the track without the sample. All right, and let's hear it all together. Now, in the case that you need to turn your audio up and your sample is too low, all you're gonna do, you're gonna hit this eyeball right here, and you're gonna move this fader up. And that turns your sample up. You also have various plugin options that you can utilize to boost, warp, or change the sound of the sample, or even any particular sound on any particular track that you have in here. A lot of people have asked me a lot of questions about these AKAI MPCs, so I'm going to try to do a lot more videos on them just so that you guys know how to utilize them. All right, that's it for now. Thank y'all for tuning in. You already know what it is. It's Sean White, Church Music and Tech. Holla back.